Hello, Stewart 9. Well, Voltron and I just watched the Lord of the Rings of Power trailer, the new 2 minute 30 second one, and it looked nice. It looked interesting. I didn't understand what it was about. I actually don't know a lot about Lord of the Rings. I haven't read the books. I saw the films. I saw the first Hobbit film and didn't go back for the other two. I meant to, but I didn't. Um, and I've heard a lot of controversy about the show. I have no issue with diverse casting so far as elves and orcs and things being women. I really don't understand what the issue is. I understand that these are slight deviations from the original um, characterizations or stories or whatever, but I really don't see the issue. There's a lot of fans upset about that. I've heard that this series is based, not based, well, it's roughly based on some of the histories of the universe, not necessarily any specific stories. They're not actually filming any of the books or anything. These aren't books. These are their own stories they're making up or something. So if some fans seem to be upset that they are just sort of making up their own stories and characters and fitting the existing characters into them, and somehow they don't fit or they're not being used the right way. This is what I understand is happening, but I don't know because I don't watch. I haven't read the books and I've only seen the movies like twice, once in the cinema and once on DVD, and I can't spot the problems. I don't know why fans are upset. But I didn't understand the trailer. It starts off just talking about beginnings and everything seems wonderful in Middle Earth or whatever. And then someone is warning of darkness coming, of course, and things ending, and we see armies and people and dramatic, beautiful scenes. A couple of them do look a bit CGI, but the rest look pretty amazing. And then it ends with some, I think they're called half-orcs or half-foots, I don't know what they're called, walking off on some sort of journey. I'm like, so what? They've just replaced the hobbits with these other creatures? Is that what they've done? Or are these creatures that were in the novels? I don't know. I couldn't work out what was happening. I know something big's happening and there's lots of special effects. So if their target audience is normies, like the general audience who's seen the Peter Jackson films and not read the books and doesn't know anything about the series, they need to do a bit more explaining. But yes, we're not going to know the difference if they're just making things up because, yeah. But real Tolkien scholars are going to have issues if they deviate from anything that's established in the books because they don't have the rights to the books. My understanding is they've just got the rights to some of the histories. He wrote like histories of the lands and that just gave brief details of what happened, but weren't actual stories and novels, is what I understand. And they've got the rights to those, so they've got the rights to like the land, but not the actual stories or the novels. So they're just sort of making up their own stories, I think. So I'm lost. I have no idea what's happening. But it looked pretty. There was only one or two shots where I thought that looks kind of CGI, like the sailing ship and the shot looking down over the giant statue, the white statue with the arm reaching out. They looked a bit CGI. And one or two other sort of shots here, the action sort of movement didn't quite look right. But everything looks beautiful. It doesn't look cheap or anything. But I have no idea what's happening. So I think that's a bit of a fail because they need to assume that we know next to nothing. And if they're going to bring us into this universe, they're going to have to bring us in from, a point of just knowing the Peter Jackson films. I don't know why I want to say Peter David. That's an author who wrote Star Trek comics. Yeah, so I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, what you thought of the trailer. I know a lot of people have issues with the recasting, having diverse actors, because apparently it's a whites only universe because it was written by white people about their mythology. So it's all white and you can't have people of colour in there apparently. So some people are protective of race, which is weird. I really don't see what the race of the creatures has anything to do with what they do or what their stories are or what their histories are. So I'm totally baffled. I don't know what the problem is with the Tolkien fans. I don't know what the actual show is about or what's happening in it. I'm just looking at it going, help. I'm going to go, bye.